my overall view is bullish on MATIC. It hasn't changed. There's nothing on the weekly chart to raise any red flags. There's the 50 weeks of moving average is way below. You also note on the daily chart that it's above the 200-day simple moving average, and the 50 days nowhere near crossing the 200-day in terms of a death cross pattern, which is a problem that many of the altcoins face at this point. So really, we had the initial 29% move here, and then we set up on the intraday charts. I had looked at it on a 4-day. We had set up a little pennant pattern here that did result to the upside, but then it evolved into a rising wedge pattern. And then instead of breaking down, actually broke out yesterday with a significant move right off the hop. We obviously, like the rest of the market, came back down. But the apex of this symmetrical triangle is proving to be resistance, as it aligns pretty closely with the 50-day simple moving average. So that's going to be a notable barrier to higher prices. However, if we get above that, you know, there's a lot of space for MATIC to move, take us up into this area of price congestion, which relates to the June 15th high of 1.75. So that would, from the current price, that would be about a 73% return if you were to enter today. Downside should be limited to this low, the June 22nd low, not much deeper than that, maybe in this, below these lows of these days here where it moves sideways, but it should be limited. If this is the real deal, there should be enough momentum here behind it to carry us carry this up into this area here, 1.75. If we don't hold this, then the next support doesn't come in until the 200-day simple moving average, which is at spot 6.9. I don't see that happening at any point moving forward. I think this is a firm low, an actionable low, and will remain to be so. Other than that, I don't really have much to add.
Okay, I agree with you on that being the low. So I see a lot of traders posting charts about this kind of setups. So this particular part is accumulation, and the one that follows that, this phase is apparently manipulation. And then we finally see a breakout. It's kind of a spin-off of the Wyckoff accumulation range, right? And this is a distribution or the expansion stage. And I think MATIC is kind of closely adhering to this particular concept. And for me, like right now, I'm bullish on MATIC, and it's mainly because of the on-chain metrics, which kind of show literally no resistance after at least up to 1.32, which lines up around, yeah, just above this particular consolidation zone, this phase, 1.32, right? And I do agree with that. So I'm already bullish on MATIC. For me, this would have been a really good point to enter. And yeah, I think the upside for on the short-term time frame is this the 1.25 level, which is a 20% upswing. But if I'm being a little too greedy, it would be 38% upswing at 1.43. But typically, I would be looking to add more to my position on the pullbacks over here and here, and then finally take profit and close all my orders around above this particular high, which is 1.73. So this is what I'm looking at for MATIC. Not sure if we're probably going to get another dip into this zone here, which ranges from 0.88 to 0.95. But if we do, it will be a really good entry point for me.
I think if we did drop back there, it would be a change, at least for me, it would be a change of outlook, because this really looks like it's an impulsive situation where it should just continue. You know, if we see it start pulling back too deeply, then, you know, it's going to raise a red flag, at least in my case.
I think we should be safe, at least if so. I think if we form a lower high over here, and even if we come back down here, I think it's gonna be there's gonna be a possibility of an equal low but double bottom, and then we ride that double bottom into 1.43. But why would that change the outlook for you if we come back below the if we dip into this zone?
Into
the 0.95 to 0.88.
Let me bring it up here. I would, it's really below 0.9 for me is where it gets problematic. Below the previous day's lows there, which are around 0.88, 0.85. It's those low areas there, which would tell me that something probably is not right.
Yeah, no,
either it could be a more complex bottom shaping here, or it was in fact a dead cat bounce. One of two things, but in terms of the overall impulsive move, it'll be over.
No, yeah, I agree with that. I think close below or like a dip below 0.85 would be harmful for this particular setup, right? So currently we're looking at a 67% upswing for MATIC, 70% upswing for MATIC, which is a really good setup with considerably low risk and high rewards. Yeah, I think I would definitely take this. I'm going to set this up.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, we get above the 50-day. It's which comes in at one spot 1.2. I mean, you're staring at more than getting close to 60% gain. So there's no real resistance after that. So it's free. You know, it's an interesting and compelling situation, I think. And definitely it would reassert itself as the leader in the altcoins once again.
True. I agree with that.